feel like.
Hello.
Hello.
You get all the boring people tonight.
The survivors. The ones that could stand up.
The fated beings.
It's gonna be a session of a half an hour, then we're done with the content.
This isn't the South campaign.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you guys are just like, and we just walk away and go to the next thing.
Yep.
What's that?
I'm
There's
not
a
there,
serial.
but still.
There's a serial murder going on, and we keep finding these beheaded corpses. Let's just leave town.
Yep.
We are detectives. What the hell are you talking about? It's not our job.
We had a different job that was time sensitive, okay?
Yeah. There was that guy cursed stuff.
Did you guys actually do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you,
We were trying to get a curse removed from a dwarven king. I mean, random NPC death by beheading or random king. More important. Come on.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree.
getting a different recap.
Who cares about peasants getting decapitated? Like,
Exactly.
spend a dozen at the market if you need them.
Don't tell me you don't understand. You tried to set a village ablaze just to see if it would reset.
No, not the village. One building to see if it would overtax the magic, keeping the things.
No, it's still
Oh my
cruel.
God.
This is getting very meta.
I don't get how that.
It is.
Okay,
Getting the recap for other things.
All the things.
getting things to burn in a controlled manner. That's science.
So, we are down 3 players tonight, unfortunately. At least I believe we are. I don't think Phineas will be joining us. Or she might. We don't know.
Who knows?
So yeah, this could be a shorter session. There's some hard cut-off points because I don't want to do too much role-playing for characters that aren't here. But yeah, Frosth, take us away on the recap.
Okay, because I'm the most apt to do that, I guess.
Exactly.
I'm not. Last session, from what I remember, we finally ended our encounters in that safe haven that was, as it turned out, not safe at all. Some of the blood had managed to seep in through the barely unshut doors. We ended and destroyed, unfortunately, the body of a hero that I think it was a giant, or was it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a giant. And there was another giant skeleton. I don't know what that was. And before leaving it, we decided to, hey, maybe we can get some information about maybe that orb that we have that manages to push away the blood rain from the caretaker of the memory holes. That's where we're at, and we got here, and there were Doom and Boom, the goblins here that were still here very transparently, but trying to investigate the place. And at some point, Roheon came here as well, and for some reason, really gives the vibe of being a bitch.
Oh God, you are okay.
Yeah, well, that's what my insight check told me. So I'm sorry. I'm just going off what my character knows. And but the idea is to just finish the conclusion of the discussion here, get back to the real world after we complete this ritual, and maybe move on to find a goblin named Crafty. That was the one that provided the fuses for the explosives we've been used. Fuses that have been tampered with and blew up much faster than they should have and could have, or were probably meant to kill us all. And it didn't, and now we need answers. So that's the plan for today, I guess. Did I forget anything?
Gert, did you forget anything?
Don't think so.
Sounds good.
You learned about the architect
Oh yeah.
to some degree.
Okay.
He's
just
trying to
remind me.
escape.
Yes. According
yeah.
to Faena's voice in her head.
Yeah, and we know now that the voice in Faena's head is actually a stone of
Herald?
Stone.
yeah, which is actually like actual premonitions. It's truth that comes up from an entity or a god figure that got went insane at some point because of all those revelations that they were getting.
Wait, what's that item called?
Stone of Herald?
No, someone else said something else.
Omen.
Omen Stone.
Okay, good to know.
That's what.
And we got that information. We don't have more information about the orb, but we have that information from the caretaker. So at least we came. We didn't make the trip for nothing.
And we had a double blood rain, but you know,
Oh,
that's the only thing.
Who's counting?
It's currently still the blood rain. That's why you guys are here.
Yeah.
Are they waiting out the blood rain?
Yeah. It's a rainy afternoon. We have to make
That's
do with.
actually a good idea.
Snow, Jagdek, and Bree aren't there, but
Yeah,
the rest
there's
is.
the...
And of course, it's a good idea. It's Lucien's idea.
I hate
And
the
also,
idea already.
you cannot wait out a blood rain here because your physical body is still in the room.
Yeah,
So
fair
I
enough.
have changed it. Yeah, that. The main thing is, well, effectively you're catatonic in the real world right now. So to Snow, Bree, and Jagdek, you all just sort of sitting there or lying there completely, well, not even, I guess, like you're asleep. Would be the easiest way to put it.
Oh boy.
So you're watching us sleep.
4 people are asleep with Bree awake.
Bree awake, yes.
I
didn't think about that, but that's a future problem, I guess.
Well, aside from a few eggs that shouldn't be there, I think we should be fine. She'd protect our lives. I have faith in our companions.
Brave.
How foolish.
Do any of us have questions left? Like,
Questions for either the apparition or for Ruhane?
I want to ask Rahin, are you a wizard?
I am whatever you want me to be.
Oh my.
No, I am the Grand Admiral of the Bitch Queen and its fleet. I want to make a joke I can't make because people will cringe. No, I am not a wizard. A wizard's power is beneath me, honestly.
Oh. Oh.
Did I just insult someone?
No, I'm curious. What's better than the wizard's power?
Power of one's oath. Power from one's blood.
Are you a paladin?
In a sense.
Hey, Lucien.
hey, yeah, Lucien, isn't that your thing?
Sorry, what?
Rohane here. He's talking about oaths.
Yeah, oats and any kind of grain in general that can make good bread.
You can, okay. What is your oath?
My oath. That's one I have not used much. I know what it's called. I just don't know the exact oath. Oh, there I go. The tenets of the open sea. Do you want me to recite them?
Boat paladin. Got it.
Yeah, he likes boats.
I do like boats, but that's not the. Oh well. You are.
That makes sense because you're a Grand Admiral. You know boats. Yeah.
You all are quite insular. That one doesn't believe whatever I'm saying, and you all think I'm just the captain of some boat.
I know you're a Grand Admiral. That's at least something.
You know, you should. You are lucky that Owlet isn't here, my vice admiral. He has no patience for people being insolent.
Owlet. So Owlet's like your second in command.
Ah, yes. He is an interesting fellow. Just imagine a very hairy person. Very hairy. And very capable, imagine.
Very hairy.
Yes, extremely hairy. To the point that he just leaves tufts of hair everywhere he goes.
Oh, we know someone like that as well.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, really?
No, right?
Yeah.
Faena?
Huh.
Also very capable.
Is he also a squirrel?
No, it's
No.
not.
No.
Like a giant cat.
A giant cat. Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe they would get along. They sound very similar.
Yeah, they seem to be kindred souls.
Hmm. Huh. Well,
We're not supposed to meet him from what you're saying, right? Like he's... we won't get on well, is what you're telling us?
well, I look over to Lucien, and then I look back at you guys. It's,
Did we notice you looking? Was that discreet or very deliberate?
It was very much not discreet.
And what was the intent of that look?
Nothing.
No, that's Frost asking.
I am implying that Ulat would do something to you. Probably.
Alright, well,
I hope you like vegetables.
vegetables.
Faena, the apparition is going to just slowly float towards you and just, as
Flip
you
upside
as you flip upside down, and just quietly ask, "What is a squirrel?"
It's a small rodent.
And it's these rodents can carry enough power to become second in command.
Wait, I don't think it's possible.
The world has gotten very strange in my absence.
Well, we have a domesticated cat that uses a bow, so
That's a tabaxi.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's just arguing semantics.
At some point, Phineas probably would have yelled that he's a rainbow wizard.
Yeah,
Fair
definitely. If you win, the wizard talk is going on for sure.
A rainbow wizard.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is a rainbow wizard?
He likes fancy colors, and lots of them all at once. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. What would that do as a wizard exactly?
Hurt things. Like most magic does.
Well, depends on how you use the magic, but sure. Is it like just prismatic sprays all over the place or something? Or...
Faena?
you see me nodding, but I'm saying no. It's actual rainbows.
It's actual rainbows. Wink. Sure, got understood.
I don't want Phineas' heart to get broken.
Kirsty would lose her shit. Well, this has been interesting, I have to say. Was not expecting to meet people here. Not you lot, anyway.
Weren't expecting you here, of all people either.
Well, I came here before you. Well, you guys.
No, we were here. You walked in.
Yes,
Hang on,
not what I meant, but sure.
Who was the first? Who were the first group you met? Apparition.
Oh, that would be when Rohain, those two goblins over there, with a small group of strange people visited before.
So we weren't the
yes.
first people here. Okay.
You were not, no.
No, that was.
You were the first I called. They sort of just, as I understand it, blundered in here.
Yes. I believe it was that one's fault, and I'll point at, I believe, Boom. Or Doom? I don't know, remember which one it did, but
Boom
one
will
of them
look back at you. Don't you put that on me. You drank the potion.
Yeah, but I got summoned because of one of your potions.
That was on the one that drank it. I can't remember which one it was that drank it. But one of that lot drank a potion, and suddenly you were there. I didn't ask for that. Okay?
Yes.
Was that what happened? No, I can't remember now,
don't
actually.
exactly remember.
These were probably these so-called ambassadors we've been told about, guys.
Oh, have you knowledge of them? Have you met?
Heard things. That's it.
Ah, good things, I presume. They are quite the heroic bunch.
We've heard things. Let's just say that.
What kind of things? Now you are piquing my curiosity.
We just got told what kind of people they were. That there's a wizard. There's a wizard with an owl. There's an ASMR, tiefling with golden scales. Someone that insists on saying that he's just an adventurer and nothing much else. Things like that.
Yes, that's Stralos, good fellow. Yes, adventure. Interesting lot. Yeah.
His name is Stralos.
Oh, you did not know that? Hmm.
Well, I mean, we got general descriptions. We just
Well, yes, it's either Astralos or Adventurer. I am not entirely sure, but he was. Its company was enjoyable for when we were going about in the nightlife, if you will.
I'm gonna try and stop Lucien moving towards Rahane. Because I see him, keeps moving towards him.
Lucien is just moving closer to hear better, and he seems to be interested in what Ryan is talking about.
I'm so screwing over my own group. This is good fun. Is there why would you know of them exactly?
We do a lot of mercenary work, and we were told that they were important people coming over, like when we came over to this area. Well, where we are currently.
And where is that exactly at the moment?
We're on our way to Deathray Skelos, that's all. Looking for work, mainly.
Okay. Well, I'm somewhere in the middle of the ocean again, I think, maybe.
Oh.
Well, we'll see when I get back.
How does that work? Like, you have the same way to get here like we do, right? Where you just
Yes.
sit for like an hour or something?
Well, yes, true. There is just... last time I was summoned by these ambassadors, I was actually on the toilet.
Oh.
So when I got back, my ship had already moved on. So I had nowhere to go. It was just bloop. Middle of the ocean.
Oh, I kind of understand that, actually.
Oh, you have a similar experience.
Yeah. A weird group in the south, kind of in the southern area of the world. All I know is that wild magic shouldn't be fucked with.
I totally agree. And I'll look over to Boom again, or Doom, whichever one it was.
Boom will openly scoff at that. Wild magic's no more dangerous than anything else in the world. You just need to understand it. That's the point of my studies.
I was forcibly teleported.
Yeah.
Same.
Against my will.
Yeah. Now imagine if we could learn how to do that.
I mean, teleportation magic already exists.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
but only between places of wild magic. Imagine if we could do it anywhere.
Oh, fair enough. Different
okay.
world, yes, true.
I disagree
Wow.
with this. I don't want to be forcibly teleported at any point,
Well,
even if we know
not
what we're doing.
forcibly, but being able to just teleport. Wouldn't it be really convenient for getting around? I mean, yeah, I know the Gazethrains are making these fancy trains and stuff, which will speed stuff up. But if you really need to get somewhere in a hurry right now, you need to go to a wild magic place and hope the world doesn't explode when you try to teleport.
Wait, there is a chance of the world exploding?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Well, maybe if you roll 100.
I mean,
You can become really pensive at that point, trying to decide which is more heretical, the trains or teleporting in a new fashion. Huh.
I mean, you saw what happened in Gazethrain, right? The massive hurricane? That was apparently caused by wild magic.
Yeah,
So
this
what?
is why I don't think experimenting with this is good. Also, do we know about the hurricane? I think we were told.
Yes,
I think everybody knows about the
you were in the region
Yeah.
when the hurricane was still there. You saw it in the
Yeah.
distance.
Also,
This
wouldn't
is
it
why
be
you don't
useful...
mess with-
Go
Sorry,
on.
Brian.
No, go on.
I was just gonna be like, this is why you don't mess with this wild magic. Clearly, nothing. Everything that seemingly is happening is bad when people are messing with it.
Oh, that's
It is-
nonsense.
I agree with both of you actually. You said something about forcibly teleporting someone. If that's very useful if you are looking for.
Can you seem to be fully familiar with teleportation for someone that is not a wizard.
Well, like I said, I have my ways. I'm not a wizard. I have power in my blood. And I have been teleported several times in this world and the other, so.
Doom is just going to pipe over this one. Regardless of what happens, if we do discover a way to do teleportation, we aren't going to research forced teleportation. Imagine if someone like the Inquisition got their hands on that.
Yes, nasty lot I've heard.
Quite.
Ah, you agree? Ah, okay, good. Never had much fondness for the religious folk. Mind you, I used to be a cleric back in where I came from, but
I was gonna say, didn't you have an oath? Isn't that like a paladin thing?
Paladins do
it's-
not need to be religious.
I know. Zaelste is ignorant.
yeah,
That's
that's
right.
ignorant.
Does Rohane have weapons on him at all? Can I see?
Oh yes,
Awesome. What's he using?
a sword, but it's sheath at the moment.
Detect magic. Oh wow, no, you think you've already did that? And he's covered in it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's very magical.
I was thinking of bestowing a boon on him.
That sounds very ominous.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Boss, do we need to get back? I call over to Zaelste without using his name.
I think we've gathered a lot of information here. I don't know if there's anything else, unless you guys can think of other questions. I'm deliberately keeping an eye on Lucien because they were talking about the Inquisition and their feelings about it.
No, he's still very interested and very attentive.
Yeah?
Don't speak much, do you? As I look to Lucian.
Oh, I only speak when necessary.
Bear in mind, I was watching Zaelste when that happened.
Yes, and you met the 13. You just saw Boom put a slip of paper into Zaelste's pocket. Zaelste hasn't noticed.
Okay. If there's still something being put in there, that's fine. We'll deal with that in a minute. Rohane,
Yes.
Grand Admiral Rohane, as you've given us so much knowledge at this encounter, I want to give you a gift.
Insight check.
I mean, you can, I'm telling the truth.
Really? I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely...
Oh, wait, I have advantage as well. Schat, ik ben bezig. Even one. Shh.
Oh, one moment, someone's at my door.
Oh.
It's my kid, apparently.
But, you know, going up against a high-level character here, like.
Yeah. I'm gonna go off my backpack. I'm gonna take off a scabbard with a long sword in it and present it to you. It's that. That's giving you a gift.
Okay, that is fancy. Well, why would you... We only met just now. Apparently nothing useful.
Knowledge has value, and you've given us a lot of it.
Well, if you have any more questions, you seem like a trustworthy lot. At least that's what I feel at the moment, anyway.
Actually, would you like an ornate sword, or would you prefer the mystery box?
You have... Oh my god, you have a mystery box.
Well, it's not a mystery box, it's a mystery item. It's
Okay.
a wondrous item.
But yeah, sorry, I'm back.
Right.
Guy had the wrong address. Anyway,
Fair enough.
I heard talk about a mystery boxer.
Well, no, a sword or wondrous item.
I wonder this item is... I like surprises.
Okay, I'll take back the sword. I'll hand him.
The stick of measuring. That is incredible. It is the most glorious magic item I've ever received.
And it's all yours.
Thank you, thank you.
I'll give him the stick of measuring.
Somewhere a squirrel is hurting.
Oh, I
Okay.
bet Owlet would love this stick.
One moment, I will transfer that to Rohane's character sheet.
What was your name again?
You can call me Faena.
Faena.
Did you already delete it from your sheet?
No, it's on. I can get rid of it now.
No, where is it? I can't see it.
At the bottom.
Oh, right, yeah, leave it for a sec.
Okay.
I wish I would have a gift for you as well, but... Do I have anything that would help you? You know what? How about this belt? And I'll take up... No.
I was going to say, what? No.
I give them the belt of fire giant strength. No, I wouldn't. Oh, God. No, I have nothing of interest to give you, unfortunately. Though I can give you my hospitality if you ever need sea travel by the...
Where is your port of calling?
That is a good question. I honestly don't know where we are right now.
No, but I mean your general docking location when you are not on travel.
It's also a good question. I don't
Freeport.
remember. That was it. Sorry, this character doesn't play that much.
Can you
Freeport.
Freeport? Okay.
It's the
Well, if
capital
we-
of the Aerith archipelago.
If we ever swing by Freeport, we might call upon your hospitality, if only to share a drink and a meal.
I do feel like I should give you something in return. I can maybe some gold or something.
Oh no, don't worry. Either way, we cannot bring things out from here anyway.
Yes,
Can
you
we?
can.
Oh,
How much gold would I have on
There's
me?
some limits for gameplay reasons because I don't
Yeah.
want people giving stuff between groups by teleporting in here.
No, fair enough.
but please, you already gave us a.
You
good
offered your
presentation,
services, should we be in
information.
Freeport?
How much gold would Rohain typically have on him, Chris?
Well, I was hella rich back when we ended the last campaign.
Yeah, but
we
you did
bought
spend a lot
ships.
building up your fleet, so it depends how much
True.
money you'd actually have.
Honestly, I don't think Rohain would have a lot of money, and Owlet would probably be managing probably like a pouch with like 100 gold max, and then the rest is in Owlet's care. Even though Owlet is a dreamer, doesn't have much value. But yeah.
I mean,
Huh.
you offered your services, should we need them in Freeport?
Yeah. But yeah,
I think that's payment enough, should we need it.
Yeah.
I used to have this the sending stone, so I can talk with people if they need me. But alas, I have only one of those.
no worries. It's been very nice meeting you, but we must go back to our bodies. We're under blood rain actually, so we should probably take care of that.
Okay. Was it actually nice to meet me?
Yes. You get the sense that Lucien is satisfied of having met you.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
it's. Have you heard that? Thinking about money, gold, that there has been some issues with the currency in Aerith. Apparently, they switched to using paper. So odd. I've always used coins, gold, platinum, and such. Even copper on the occasions, but the paper for money seems odd, wouldn't you say?
GM,
Yes?
what type of currency did Renai use before blowing up?
Money, coin.
Coin. Yeah, that sounds.
Sounds unreliable.
Yeah, that
Sounds
silly.
heretical.
Paper has no value.
Yeah, so apparently it's a paper, and then they say it is worth so much, and then it's accepted as such. It's like this piece of paper is worth 10 platinum. It's odd.
You have one on you.
Is it like a bond?
Unfortunately.
You owe money, like a contract that you.
An IOU, if you will. Maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't had the pleasure of actually working with it, but it seems odd. I'm curious.
It sounds kind of like just a receipt in the other way around.
Yes, I guess I do miss the good old days where you would just trade goods or services instead of coin. But yeah, that's what it is. Paper is just.
Well, there is interesting value in coins, so it's weird to switch to something that is so paperweight.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Well, I
Good
mean,
one.
backed up by a bank, it might work. Sounds a bit too far-fetched, though.
Why would a
Yeah,
bank
that
support
would
something
never
so
work
frivolous
out.
as paper? Yeah.
Aerith is pretty much the bank of the island nations.
Oh.
So,
No, I spent most of my time on water or being teleported. Odd place.
I mean, if you want, you can stop by my shop later. I've got some more potions ready.
Oh,
I don't have them on me.
where's your shop?
Gaza 3 City. Doom and Boom's Emporium.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
No, I remember you saying now. Sorry, my apologies. Taking in a lot of information at the moment. I start taking
Yeah.
notes.
There's a lot we're learning, so we might seem a little scatterbrained about the offer, but should we ever end up in Gaza 3? It might be unlikely, but should we ever, we might stop by.
Oh,
should.
we'll definitely stop by Gazitoy at some point, so we will come and say hi. Sample your goods.
Oh yeah, we've got lots of things. Spell scrolls by the dozen, all sorts of
Oh.
potions.
Oh,
So long as
Weird.
we teleport halfway across the planet again.
I like spell spells. I like spell spells a lot.
Sounds like it's more of a Faena shop here that you're offering.
Well, I mean, you've got my side, which is all alchemy, and you've got Doom's side, which is all magic.
Yeah, that sounds like a Faena shop to me.
Huh. You sell bullets? We always need more bullets.
No. Why would we sell bullets?
That's an alchemy. Gunpowder's alchemy, isn't it? Was that chemistry? My bad.
I'm just trying to think the best of it. How guns work is a bit different, but we're not going to go into that right now. So I say the gunpowder doesn't come into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's difference between chemistry and alchemy.
Yeah, I know. As far as don't know much about mechanisms myself, but as far as I know, you got a bullet on you, lad. Looks at Zaelste because he sees you've got a gun.
I do. I have several, in fact, yes.
Can I see it for a sec?
I'll toss one bullet over to him.
You'll catch it. Okay. You hold it up and turn it. If you look at the back here, you'll see there's this on the bullet, carefully etched. There's a small ruin. It's not finished though. When you pull the trigger in the gun, that thing on the back, I think you call it a hammer, whacks into the bullet, causing carving a little bit of the last bit of the ruin in it, causing a small explosion that hurls the bullet out. Make sense?
Yes, actually.
And that is how it
never-
seems to work, yes.
Never occurred to me. Never had any much interest in it. I thought it was all chemistry based. That's interesting.
I mean,
So-
I can
so-
make explosions with alchemy if you like.
Have you heard of explosive bullets? Like real big ones.
Sounds like that could cause your gun to explode.
I mean, yes, but sometimes, necessity. Faena, yes.
I could possibly make you bullets. I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
I mean, that would definitely be cheaper.
I mean, if you want to make explosives, walk over to Faena and hand you a vial of something.
Oh, thank you.
Don't know what
What's
they call
this?
it these days, but it's quite useful. If you ever need to make explosives, it'll come in handy.
Is it a liquid or a powder?
It is a liquid.
Could have
look
a
at that.
taste.
I've had my inside exploded once recently. It's fine.
Okay, not gonna ask. I'm not gonna question that.
The egg.
Eggs, at least,
You ate explosive eggs.
Yeah, they were weird.
Perils of adventuring through the wilderness, eating whatever you
Yeah.
find.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add to your loot. I'm just gonna add that vial, if you're keeping it.
I am keeping it. Thank you.
Alright. I think we've asked all we need to, though.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of a blood rain, and we should probably make sure the rest of the group is okay. As I say to Lucien.
Okay.
So,
You've been kind to me. If you are heading into... Oh, well, would that even work? If I cast a spell on them, which isn't concentration, that would last an hour, let's say, would that even transfer to their bodies?
What's the spell? May I ask?
Freedom of movement is the only thing I can actually do,
Yeah,
obviously.
that would carry over.
Okay. Let's see. So, people gather around. I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement on all of you. I'm going to spend a lot of spell slots. It's something, I guess.
I mean, it's only 4 people, so
Yeah, fair enough. I can use all my... Yeah. I'm going to cast Chain Lightning.
I'm tensing up.
No, I will cast Freedom of Movement on all of you.
I'm tensing. Do not like a stranger casting magic on me.
And I will do this by touching you all. Putting my hands on you because it is a touch spell. So you all take 1d4 lightning damage.
Oh, god damn it. Yes, you would.
But you also get the spell effect. It's just 1 damage though.
1 damage
For
to
Faedrun.
everyone.
Man, my temporary hit points. No.
It looks like you got a little static shock.
Hmm.
You know, like when you touch a piece of metal that's gotten charged
Yeah.
for some reason.
Kind of want to touch Lucien again, but I won't.
Would he do more damage because he's in play?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. Well, I'm off as well. No. Ula has everything covered, but I should show myself today.
You all feel slightly lighter than before.
I clank less than usual.
Someone take a hold of Zaelste before he flies off.
Alright.
Okay. So we head back to our bodies, I guess.
Yeah, I'll find a thing to go back.
Okay.
Goodbye, salutation, and
Nice meeting you.
farewell.
It was interesting, to say the least.
Enjoy the stick of measuring.
I certainly will. I look forward to measuring my ship and seeing how much. Is it 2 centimeters? What is this thing on there?
It's centimeters, it's metric.
Okay, good. Curious.
Which is apparently very precise.
Okay.
You know what? I will also cast aid on you all because I can before you leave.
Oh, he gave us aid.
Yeah, I
Hey.
gave you aids.
Everyone's hit point max is increased by 5. Okay, hang on. Don't do that manual. I'm going to try something.
So I was about to, but I stopped touching.
Okay, that didn't act. I was hoping that putting that effect on you would actually increase your HP. It didn't. So you need to do it manually. Although, and how long is that? That lasts for 8 hours, so that is actually probably going to be more relevant. Okay.
Oh, and protection from point. No, I can buff you that fight you all the hell out. No, that's it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. And with that, you will exit the Hall of Memories once more and return to your bodies. What is Rohain doing?
Rohain will report back to Ula to show him the stick of measure. But these mundane magic items are interesting, guys. Come on, it's just like the stone of sleeping. You just hit someone real hard till they fall asleep. It's a good one. Anyway, I bid you all farewell. I have this child over here on the couch. Have fun dealing with the blood rain.
See you later,
Thanks.
Chris. Cheers.
Yep.
Finally, he's gone.
Don't be too much
Doom
of
and Boom is there though, it's still there.
Is he still there?
No, he's not.
Ah, good.
I heard Discord go, ba-ding.
I was talking about Doom and Boom.
Oh, Doom and Boom
Oh.
are still there.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, Snow, you would just watch as the 4 party members that had gone into this weird catatonic state suddenly jolt awake.
I know what they did.
Okay. As Lucien awakes, he looks around him, check if everyone is fine, and then goes in a very excited rant about, guys, I know this is coming from a weird place, but we need to figure out how to force teleportation. I mean, imagine how easier it would be
Refreshing,
if we brought the heretics to us in a controlled environment where we could deal with them. It'd be amazing. We need to figure this one out.
Okay.
How do
Where
you
do you-
expect to do that, Lucien?
Yeah, where do you propose we start?
Also,
I
how
have
did it
no
go?
idea. You know, Faena, Phineas, you guys know magics better than anyone else here.
That's true.
Maybe you can find a specialist that do it. We worked with that mage that teleported us through 2 wild magic zones. Maybe we can go figure out and chat with those goblins, Doom and Boom down the line. I don't know, but we need to figure that one out. Also, Faena, did you give something to that person so you could track him?
Okay, Lucien, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Remember, these guys went here. We should
Oh,
inform
yeah.
them of what happened.
I tell her everything.
We relay everything that happened.
No, it wasn't. I didn't give him something to track him. I gave him a present. I don't have
Everyone's caught up. Snow knows. Everyone knows. There we go.
I don't have any magic I can track people like that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing something.
Sneaky,
Yes.
conniving.
But it's
That's
you know-
Zaelste's job, not mine.
okay. But you're very smart. So I thought you were being outsmarting everyone at that point. So
Not that smart.
You can still use it for that purpose, but it was not meant to be for that. I suppose.
You might learn something down the line that allows you to look at something. I don't know.
I've
But
already.
either way,
Yeah.
Also, who is this? General Rohain? Don't know who that is.
he's a Grand Admiral, and he's like a
He's working for the heretics.
yes.
Oh. What?
Kind of out of our league, though. I feel.
Too
Apparently.
bad you cannot kill over there.
In,
a good
yeah, we
choice
could
to
have
take someone.
taken him, but he. Sometimes you let one get away and you follow him to the nest and take care of the nest.
Well, you also can't die in that place. Remember, Lucien?
Oh yeah, that as well. Well, good thing I did not attack him then.
Yeah, I was worried you were going to do that. It
No.
kind of wouldn't have been the best choice.
No, I wouldn't. He seemed to be oblivious and sharing information freely, so it would is a useful tool.
We did get one of the names, at least for the group we were told about.
Oh, I didn't catch it. Which name did you hear?
They said that the guy that's always talking about adventure, his name was Astralos.
Oh, yeah, that's useful. Yes.
So that's at least something.
Hmm.
Plus, if we can keep up the act, he offered his services if we're ever down in Freeport.
Yes, maybe you can introduce us to the others or to the. But I believe he's a Grand Admiral, but he works for the heretical emperor, correct?
Yes.
So that means we have to be cautious as well. But he could be an in to deal with the emperor as well.
How are things here, Snow? Anything different?
That one is still being bonking on the glass, so getting a rest is gonna be a problem. And I think Bree is making or trying to make a friend. I doubt that she'll succeed, and when it stops, her friend will melt. So get ready for sad Bree.
She's not getting my hat again.
No one is asking you to.
And the orb is still working. It's still.
Yeah.
So far it is. I mean, Fear and the Glow has still been in the orb, and the effects would
Yeah,
still
there's
have been noticeable.
been no change whatsoever.
Hey. Is it still nighttime?
The
No,
second one happened after we rested.
yeah, it happened in the morning. So it is now morning.
And we rest after it. We beat everything. We rested. We woke up and there was another one.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think.
it's just ended, doesn't it?
Sorry?
So I don't really know what time of day it would be at this point.
How long did it rain for? What time is it?
It was a few hours. Right now, it is. It would be just coming up on about midday.
Okay. We saw that roll.
I know, it's fine.
Okay.
As Bree, who isn't here, would just slowly see this thing that is still slamming on the glass, melting away.
No.
Is it melting into blood or water?
Nothing.
Like, is it vanishing?
Yes. Well, I guess evaporated might be a better word.
Oh, it's too late now, but I'm curious that if we manage to get some of it while it's alive in a recipient, I might be overthinking this, but if we manage to get some of the blood rain in a recipient and then use the orb to keep it pressed down inside the recipient, would it be able to evaporate?
Experiments for next time.
Yeah, but that's what I say makes sense.
Yes.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
I'm
I
big
get what
into-
you're trying for, but I'm not the one that's gonna catch one of those things.
I can do it.
Well,
I'm
it
confident.
depends on how they dissolve. If they dissolve to go back in the air or atmosphere, or if they just get out of the reality.
I mean, that is the question most have been trying to work out.
Yeah, that'd be a useful test, I guess.
Because remember, everything disappears so quick we can never look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could allow people to look at it.
Maybe. Be dangerous to do that, but
To give an example, that thing evaporated in about 30 seconds.
Hmm.
I don't think we would want bottled up blood monster, but hey,
I do.
I figured.
But I need to
I
research it.
don't.
yeah, you're the one wanting to get rid of it, right? I mean, we all are, but you seem more.
No, I'm confident. I'll be able to figure something out.
You seem very focused on it.
Yeah.
It's good to have a hobby.
Yes, it's good to have a hobby. It's nice to think of that.
Well,
Hello, Jagdek.
next time we're under a blood rain, let's try this. I'm willing to be the one to carry the bucket.
Well, better you than me. I'm gonna go check the door.
Okay.
We locked inside.
Seems all clear in here, at least. Which is a good sign. Tries door.
Suddenly, a gelatinous cube falls on Zaelste's head. No. Yeah, the door opens.
What's it look like out here?
It looks, for lack of a better word, normal. There's
Okay.
the path, there's all the muddy marsh around, but nothing out of the ordinary anymore.
Same as ever.
Yeah, I have a question about the blood vein.
Yes?
What do they do in towns? Do they like board up the windows?
They've got bunkers.
Okay.
Bunkers or
Well,
secure
what-
buildings of some kind.
Hmm. I would have thought that the drainage system might deal with it. I don't know.
So do we want to stick around for the rest of the day and lay low to see if people come to try and loot our bodies?
Good
You mean
point.
the cultists?
Yes.
Yeah.
They seem to be under the impression that we would end up dying. So do we want to lay a trap at the risk of wasting one day of travel?
Yes.
I do kind of want to know, like, if we can maybe. I mean, realistically, they're not going to talk, but
We can make them talk.
We can certainly try, yeah.
I mean, we'd have to figure out where to ambush them then.
I
So-
would say the entrance. They will have to go and explore inside of the graveyard if we can hide on either side of the door inside. Or into those definitely not trapped crypts where there was the paintings and no traps at all.
Yes. There were definitely no traps. Mm-hmm.
So
How far away? Remember when we met them on the crossroads near here? How far away is that? Can we see it from here?
It's probably about an hour to 2 hours travel away from here to the south.
Well, they seem to know where we were anyway.
Probably the orb.
Hmm.
If they get close enough to it, they probably can detect it.
Faena, give me an intelligence check.
Oh. Just intelligence.
Yeah.
Normal?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's still fine. It's not a high DC. It wouldn't be too hard to figure out where you are. They knew you were headed east.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the ground around here is marsh like this, and there's only really one main road. So you were rather going along the railway tracks, or you were going on the main road.
Right, yeah, so they weren't necessarily tracking this orb. They knew where we were going and caught up. Fair enough.
I mean, there's two options. We can either just, well, three options technically. We can go to just keep going to Deathra start asking for Crafty and what he did to our little device friend. Or we can try and ambush the cultists here, or maybe ambush the cultists at the crossroads, because then at least we have a pullback point. Here we're kind of stuck. Especially if they show up in big numbers.
Maybe we'll wait at the crossroads like half a day or so. But we can't really hide off the road, can we? It's all marshland off the road, so...
There were like trees and stuff back at the crossroads, right?
Yeah, I'm still fond of laying a trap here, because then we can cut off their escape by just controlling the door.
How about you, Snow?
I doubt they'll fall for it, but we can always try. In my opinion, we just move on. They could probably figure that we ran here. They might have even been the ones that tampered with the graves. I doubt they'll fall for it.
Yeah. When they said about the orb running out of power, how does that seem believable? I don't know if we did an insight check at the time or not. Or was it just to scare us?
I can't recall. They never actually said, though, that the orb was running out of power.
They did say something to that effect, like you will end up...
You're going to die anyway, yes. Is effectively what they said.
But maybe I interpreted that as the orb losing power.
I think it was
Did we
something like
misinterpret what they
that.
were saying?
Wondering if they actually believe that, or they were trying to scare us.
Alright, give me an insight check.
Okay.
Could I give you a Faena advantage on that because I'm proficient?
Well,
Yes, please.
it depends if Faena is doing this internally or not.
Well, I'm mentioning
Well,
it. Oh, I
if
think
you're
it was
mentioning it, are
internally.
you mentioning it out loud to the party?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'd allow it. You can both think on it.
Okay.
Both just normal, or one of us advantage?
Either or.
Okay, do you want to do the advantage then?
Yeah, you take the advantage.
Okay. Insight.
Right. Yeah. It's really hard to read people when there's a torrential downpour of blood. You're completely surrounded by giant blood monsters, and they're wearing iron masks.
Yeah.
And the road was blocked as well, so I'm wondering maybe there's a third party that we don't know, maybe bandits that have a gig like that we could end. I don't know. It's
I mean, it could just be hired hands. That's what it probably would have been.
yeah.
I don't think we should bother with the ambush.
No, maybe we should just keep going. I don't think that we're going to get anything from ambushing them. I mean, we'll get to kill them. That's about it. They
Well-
don't seem the talkative type.
Well,
They seem like
sometimes
fanatical cultists. If I had to guess, they would probably kill themselves first before talking.
Yeah.
it's still less of them. You know, death is its own reward sometimes.
Well, here's the thing, right? They followed us here. They could have just waited and watched us die. They didn't. They wandered off.
Yeah.
So I wonder if their immunity to the rain was limited
Or they had something better to do.
more than this thing. You saw how they acted on the bridge.
I mean, that's true, but maybe they had other things they had to get done.
Or
I
prepare
mean, who
for.
knows? Yeah, and who knows when they're going to get back here.
Indeed, yeah.
So I think we should just
Yeah, that's...
keep going at this point.
I mean, maybe we travel a little bit slowly and then catch up first, but...
Yeah, that's. I know you want to get rid of them, Lucien. I do as well, considering what they're up to. But
We'll get to
we could be waiting a long time for them to get here. I think we should get moving. We've got more important matters we need to get done.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. If that's the opinion of the group, I will follow.
Well, we need to tell this. We need to get this stupid letter to our superiors. Remember, it's like kind of important.
It is. That is true. And yes, that's a good point. Maybe that would be an unnecessary battle. We have already had too many close calls.
Yeah, we just want to get this done so we can actually get back to normal things that we need to get done.
No bones today.
If it's revenge you want, we're still looking for that crafty boy.
Yes. Well, it's on our way anyway. We're going back to safe lands.
I hope so.
If
I've been done with these parts. I miss the snow in the mountain.
then let's get going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very well. One moment.
No bone today. The ambush is gonna wait. Yeah, we still are very far off.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for it to load on my end.
We have an extremely long way to go.
3 days at least.
Yeah, we're not going back to Fate Hands. There's a chapter at Defteroskelos, correct?
No.
Okay, so we have to go to
Alexandria.
Alexandria.
Yeah.
Again, I can't actually see anything right now because apparently,
It's loading slow.
yeah, apparently
for-
being the host still doesn't improve things.
Yeah, for me it's good. I see.
It's not loading on any of mine, so that's annoying.
Well, the final couple percent are always the worst.
We'll give it a couple of minutes, and if it still doesn't come back, I'll just refresh.
Right.
Yeah, I did have to relog when we were transitioning from space land to normal land. Because what one space is a day? Is that right?
Yes, but please don't move anything right now.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not. I'm just trying to remember how tiles work in this map. Oh, we're so far away from Alexandria. I just counted like at minimum sort of the spaces we need to move.
Yeah.
Okay, finally.
Yeah, we're about 17 to 20 days away still from Alexandria.
You are 2 days away from Defteroskelos.
Well, we get a move on.
Yep.
Okay,
Do
give me
we-
a roll.
May
There's no
I, in the
Kirsty.
name of
Yes.
in the name of Kirsty, I invoke you.
Nothing
Right.
happens.
I'm
You
not a
continue
good.
to pass through the marshlands. But it's starting to become more sparse, and you see a hilly area up ahead, which you will pass on the next day as you arrive at the west gate of the city. Give me 1 second.
I'm assuming Rohain's buffs would have gone.
Yes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
in
they're
the-
well gone.
And in the morning, Lucien would do the breakfast omelette and make a quick speech to everyone that, here we are. We've got a goblin to find. They might be tiny like a needle in a haystack, but they tend to make a good name for themselves. So I'm confident we will find this one and get answers for what might have happened to our devices.
I have a quick question for the party.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The road does split a little as you continue along. Either side of a river. Would you be on the north side of the river or the south side?
Would we know which is the better one to go on for Deathro-Skelos?
The north side is wider.
Are we trying to be inconspicuous, or are we traveling in the open?
We're
I mean, we
traveling
haven't-
normally.
Yeah, we haven't really been traveling secretly so far.
So let's just go for the white path.
Alright, sounds good.
Yep.
So we take the white path.
Yeah.
One sec, everything just fucked up on the map for me. Because of course it did.
When Lucien finishes his speech, I remind him apparently Crafty's quite a big goblin.
Yeah.
Like buff.
Yes, that's true. Either way, you all get the
Mhm.
the 8 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that one loaded quickly.
Hey.
Although for some reason half the characters aren't showing up. Can you guys see Zaelste, Snow, Phineas, or Lucien?
Yes, I can see all of them.
I can see everybody.
Yeah, over here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for some reason the stream cannot. I can only see 3 of them. Refreshing the stream. There we go. Okay. Welcome to Deathro-Skelos.
Mhm.
Do we see? I'm assuming we see people around.
Oh yeah, a lot of goblinkin. And as you enter town, you would be walking parallel with rails going towards a large, lack of a better word, station.
Okay. Not a rail station, just a normal station for travelers.
No, it appears to be a building that's constructed especially for trains. Departure for departing on kind of like almost like a dock, but for trains is the easiest way to put it. In a way your characters would understand it.
Right.
Well, that's clever. That makes sense as well.
Still don't know how to feel about this.
It's not our problem right now, Lucien.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna keep thinking about it on that.
Yep.
Is there anyone around you think we could ask? Because we could just kind of go and see if anyone knows where Crafty could be.
Yeah, or maybe at least where is like industrial or a market type of neighborhood.
We want to ask
Possible.
here or just progress into town first and then ask?
Do we see any people that seem to wear official colors, uniforms, guards?
Yes and no. You definitely see a group of people that look like guards, but they're a bit disparate in their uniform.
Meaning?
Meaning, while they are wearing, say, a breastplate, helmet, and carrying around a weapon and a shield. Some of the breastplates are different shapes. Some of them have different colors, colored tabards on and such. They're clearly associated with each other, but it's almost like they found what they could at the shop and slapped it on, as opposed to a dedicated uniform.
Almost
Like,
like,
it's more
a
like a-
militia.
Yeah, militia. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Kinda.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
We'd be looking for, I assume, a market location, maybe some place where there are workshops nearby. Would you?
The goblin will scratch the back of his head, just like, well, I mean, there's the town square. There's a lot of, there's a market in the residential district as well, but workshops, you'd find them in the engineering district.
Okay, could you give me like the rundown to how to reach that place, please?
The engineering district.
Yes.
Okay, come with me. And he's going to walk towards the shore of the nearby lake.
Okay.
You see those buildings all the way down there?
Yes.
That's the engineering district. If you want to get there, fastest way would be to go through town, just keep going east until you hit a bridge, and then follow the road to the south through the residential district, and you'll eventually come to it. On the other side of
Okay.
that big sort of hill over there.
Okay, I see. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Okay, guys. Well, looks like we have for a long walk.
Yeah, that works.
Doesn't seem too difficult.
While we're at the town square, we might as well just check if Crafty doesn't have a store over there.
I might
That
have a
is-
look.
Might as well check out what this town has to offer.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Yeah, let's find a magic shop.
I don't know if goblins will have much magic here, Faena. I hate to break it to you. They might. I mean, it's still worth looking, but
Or bullet shop for you.
yeah, I'm thinking I might need a little bit of a resupply. It's nothing drastic yet, but
I think we have
Okay.
one spare bag for you somewhere.
So the town square, there's a lot of different things here. A lot of stalls are made up. There's buildings all around it, inns and taverns, that kind of stuff. A watchtower, what looks to be some kind of guard post. You know, the typical things you'd expect in a town square. And yeah, if you were looking for basic sundries, you'd find most of them here. You don't see much at all in the way of magic, but there is quite a lot of stalls selling mechanical parts. Just weird little contraptions they've all smacked together. In the middle of the town, there is a statue of a goblin that appears to be striking a rather heroic pose, the typical like sword thrust into the air, pointed forwards. But it's a wrench, and he appears to be standing in a cloud of steam.
pretty impressive statue, right?
Wonder who that is. Let's have a look.
Does it match a description for a certain someone that we've been told about or learned about?
And do we? Yeah, would we know of the history of such a goblin hero?
So the statue appears actually very recent. It's clearly been installed recently. There's not had time for moss or bird shit to cover it, stuff like that. There is a plaque in the front of it that just says Speedy, Father of Steam on the front.
Hmm.
Seems like this goblin was full of hot hair.
Oh dear.
Really?
Probably the inventor of that stone or that metal thing on the rails.
Yeah, whatever these rail things are. He probably helped make them or design them.
While you're there, you will watch. You would notice, especially Jagdek would notice, but Jagdek's not here. a figure approaching, sort of looking around almost with boredom and disdain before his eyes fall onto Bree, who he immediately begins walking towards with intent, reaching to his belt.
Preemptive bonk.
He doesn't appear to be going for a weapon, I will mention.
Oh, okay.
I was like, whoa.
He will. This man, who has quite a grand beard and is a human, will stop next to Bree, looking down at her and paying no attention to the rest of you whatsoever. I will give you 20,000 gold right here, right now, for that breastplate.
Oh.
And
Bree,
who are you?
he pays no attention to you as you talk to him, as if you don't even exist. Bree will... Let me double check what precisely it was like. She's going to shake her head, just like, on principle, no, she's not selling this breastplate. It's hers. Followed by this older gentleman sign, reaching for an even bigger sack on his belt. 25,000, and I will procure you a replacement breastplate of equal quality. To which Bree will cross her arms, grin like a gremlin, and continue to refuse. This is the gentleman.
Who's that?
It's the one trying to buy the thing from...
Should we recognize him? Do we see any specific distinctive sign about who he might be or what he might do?
No, you've never seen this gentleman before.
Nope, I've never seen this gentleman before.
Gert, is that in a aneurysm?
This is where the motherfucker went.
You know, it's usually common courtesy to introduce yourself before you try and buy someone's clothing.
Look, he finally takes notice of you. Are you the companions of this fine individual?
Yes, we are her companions.
Fantastic. Maybe you can convince her to see sense.
I wouldn't bet on that, but sure, go ahead.
Okay. Listen, maybe this will work. My name is Lord Basil. I have recently moved into town. I live in a manor. He'll point along the road. If you follow it along there, then go between a couple of the hills, you'll come to it. Funnily enough, yes. Owlet. Look, why don't you all come for dinner tonight, and I will explain why I need this breastplate so badly.
Why this one specifically?
Well, it's not necessarily this particular breastplate. I need adamantine as much as possible.
Oh.
That's such a small ask. What would such a high noble like yourself want with such delicate resources?
Like many in this town, I am an artificer. I need it for something I'm trying to create. Look, just come to dinner tonight. All of you are invited.
Okay.
Just come to the manor, introduce yourself. The people at the door will let you in once they identify you. You would be... He'll gesture towards the just like for you to introduce yourselves.
Out of context, do we have a thing we go by? And I don't remember.
He wasn't asking for a group name, just names.
You can call me Faye.
Faye. Very well. The rest of... Well, if the rest of you don't wish to introduce yourselves right now, fair enough. I'll just tell the people at the door to be ready for a Faye.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's good. Faye and our comrades.
You appear to be adventurers, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. And maybe I'll even have more work for you afterwards as well. I look forward to seeing you tonight for dinner.
While we have you, would you be familiar with someone called Crafty?
Crafty? Yes, I've met with Crafty before. He unfortunately didn't have any adamantine. I believe he works in the big workshop in the engineering district. He's quite hard to
good.
miss. He's very big for a goblin.
We heard he's that. Yes, we have maybe some work for him. We were just looking for him.
If you're looking for adamantine, have you tried any dwarven settlements?
I mean, the only dwarven settlement in this region would be Homebrew to the north, and they're not very hospitable, shall we say.
You can always try the south or the west.
Yes, well, there's been a lot of troubles in the south of late. Gultia, last I checked, was completely cut off. So...
Huh. Alright. What are we having for dinner anyway?
I'll have them prepare a fine feast. A selection of all sorts of foods. Oh, yes, what is it they told me I have to remember to ask people is... Oh, yes, do you have any dietary requirements?
Yeah, I'm vegan.
I don't eat.
I thought Faena was vegetarian, not vegan. Okay.
I'm putting extra challenge on him.
Vegan. Right, so tofu and vegetables and stuff, correct?
I don't like tofu.
Oh. That must be difficult.
Yeah.
Very well, I will make sure that my servants prepare a fine vegan feast for you. Is that just you, or is that your entire group?
Well, the rest of them like meat, yeah.
Bree would probably speak out that she wants meat. Although she does like animals, I'm not entirely sure.
Eggs.
Egg, yes.
I will make sure a selection of egg... Oh dear, what have I got myself into? Regardless, it is with... I hope we have a cordial business relationship after this, especially if you can manage to acquire more adamantine. And maybe convince your little friend here that 25,000 gold is a lot of money.
Listen, you think if you think anyone can convince her of anything, you are in for a rude awakening.
Oh, we can give it a go.
Yeah,
I say, jabbing Zaelste. It's a free food, shut up.
Ow.
Very well, yes.
Oh yeah, this one here, I tap Lucien. This one here, like stinky cheese and baguette.
I'm from Renee. If
I recognize your accent, yes. I didn't think there was many survivors.
No, there's not that many of us remaining. If you have any, if your chefs know any specialties that might remind me from home, I'd be very grateful. But don't feel obligated. I'm fine also discovering regional culinary specificities.
Well, if you're looking for regional stuff, they do some very interesting spider dishes here.
Oh, I am intrigued.
Spider's leg, that kind of thing. It seems a bit off-putting at first, but once you try it, it's actually quite delightful.
Well, I've tested legs of various animals. I'm fine with trying spider legs.
Very well then. I will see you tonight.
It's nice. Yeah.
And he will walk off at a rather brisk pace.
Zaelste.
Could you catch him?
He's out of earshot, right? He's gone.
Yes.
I hate people like him so much.
What are the chances of him trying to poison us to get this breastplate?
He
that's
seems
not-
rather polite, so...
Yeah, they're all like that.
Yeah.
All nobles are like that, just so they can get what they want and then discard you.
Yeah, what kind of vibe was it getting from him?
Give me an insight check, Snow.
Desperate.
He was kind of hard. He definitely seems sincere in what he was saying. He wants that bracelet. He needs adamantine. He was quite willing to pay that gold for it.
And from what we know, is 25,000 gold a fair price for such an amount of adamantine?
It's more than fair, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the value is in this world.
I'm trying to think how. What check would be market knowledge?
History, maybe?
Yeah. I'd allow a history check.
Okay. I will try. If
Oh, yeah. You at some point must have done a lot of research into the prices of precious metals.
Well, I used to travel a lot for the family, doing contracts abroad to sell bread and wine. So I've done my fair share of marketing.
So give me 1 second.
Also, I get inspiration.
Typically, adamantine would cost 500 gold more than the standard version of the item. If you could get the material and someone to reinforce it. In other words, the amount he's offering is an astronomical sum for what it is.
Okay. Noted. I will share that with the party. He was asking a very more than fair price. He seems desperate for it. Even weirdly so we might as well at least hear what he has to say, because if he wants it that much, that means he might have something interesting going on.
Yeah.
Either way, this means we have a nice meal tonight.
Yeah. I do think we should maybe hide it.
Hide what?
The breastplate.
You already know she has it.
Yeah, but I mean, if we hide it and he kills us, he won't know where it is.
I'm going to say Bree wouldn't take it off.
Yeah, Lady Bree wouldn't remove it.
We can hide Bree then.
I don't think Bree would skip out on a free dinner.
Its safest place is on Lady Bree among ourselves. Anyone who wants the breastplate can try and come and get it.
This is gonna suck. Can't stand people like him.
You do stand me, don't you?
Yeah, but you're not like him.
I don't have any more. I don't have 25,000 gold anymore.
You're trying to say you are rich?
I used to be.
What did you do with it?
Huh.
Well, I'd like to think I used to be.
Like how rich?
Yeah.
Lucien was pretty damn rich.
Like set for life, kind of rich. Like have no troubles. I can just
may
throw
I
money at the
freestyle,
problem.
Ian?
Pardon?
May I freestyle?
Yes. Because we know it's not there anymore, so go for it.
Yeah. Are you aware of the concept of Nestle?
Of what?
No.
Nestle,
is,
the chocolate.
Oh, yes. I am.
It's a huge food and drinks conglomerate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Imagine if in a medieval world, one family invented croissant and baguette and exported it across the world.
In this case, it was baguette and brioche you've got in your...
Yes. So essentially, that's Lucien's family. He's the last one surviving of that family. Unfortunately, all the assets were in Renee when it blew up. There's a lot of franchise and everything outside of the world, but all of that collapsed as Renee got destroyed, and everyone sort of went independent, localized baguette lords. So Lucien is no one anymore, but his family used to be Nestle.
So French Gregs, okay.
Thanks.
A bit more high profile than Greg's.
I'm just gonna look at you like, you... Well, not you, but because of you, we have this bread.
Yes. Well, not because of me, because my lineage.
Yeah, that's...
I've worked for the family exporting our product, our way of life, and yeah, maybe one day you ate a baguette someplace that was thanks to my proselytism. Is that even a word in common?
Yeah.
Either way, it's so yeah. Those type of guys used to be my cousins, my uncles.
This is a lot of information. Never in my life did I think I would get so stumped by a person who invented bread, or this bread.
Lucien, give me a perception check.
Perception, wow, that.
Okay, never mind.
I have inspiration, so I will reuse it.
You would not have inspiration. You guys shouldn't have that because it's been days
No, it's been
since you
days.
got it.
No, I net 20 just the check. Just
Oh
to go.
yeah,
Oh right, yes.
Got
When was that?
the history check.
The history
Yes,
check.
you did. Okay, you do have inspiration.
Okay, that way.
Wow.
It was meant to be.
Jagdek and Snow would definitely notice that nearby there is what can only be called a knockoff baguette stall, but Lucien is completely oblivious to it.
Thankfully, I'm oblivious to it.
Listen, it's more the kind of person he is, not necessarily. I'm conflicted right now.
It's fine.
Lucien, just out of curiosity, what would you do if you find one of those other shops, franchises you call them?
Well, they did what they had to do to continue staying in business, as long as they respect the name of my family and our legacy and try to continue doing good work. It means we still live on.
That's fair.
Like, I'm assuming you don't want people to know who you are either, right?
I assume most people think I'm dead.
That's what I mean. Like, we couldn't just like walk into one of those places and be like, "Hey, this is the family you worked for."
Or I very much doubt they would care.
Okay, good to know.
I pretty much just stayed dead.
Well, I'm out of arrows. See you guys in a bit. And I'll go look for a Fletcher or something, someone that sells arrows.
You'd be able to find
Right.
arrows.
Let's find you some bullets. Zaelste.
Wait, does he keep on disappearing like that?
Yeah, it's this thing. Just like my thing is disappearing too. I do it a lot too.
If there was any mundane goods you guys are looking for, you'll be able to replenish them here.
Bullets.
I'm kind of looking, but I'm expecting to find those more in the engineering place.
I still
my
have
thought
20 bullets
process.
for you, by the way, in my bag.
Okay,
There's only 20 in there, though, isn't it? That's not many.
that's a
Yeah.
that's a bag of them.
Yeah, just saying that I'm carrying some shit.
Okay, they're emergency ones. Cool. I'll remember
Yeah.
that.
That's why I gave them to whoever. I got 2 bags for you, and you've used one of them.
Yeah.
So good, I bought you.
Like I say, I'm gonna be on the look for a shop like that, but I'm assuming I'd find that more likely at the engineering place because that's.
Any magical related stuff here at all? Any scrolls, potions, magical inks, spell books, wizards?
Wizard stuff.
Yeah.
If you inquire about wizard stuff, you'll get a few looks like, oh god, one of these people. Look, we believe in science here, not magic. Most of the goblins that are talented in magic go off to study in like Alexandria or the Hall of Wisdom. We don't really have wizards in the city itself.
You don't believe in magic?
Oh, I mean, we obviously magic exists.
Yes.
I mean, to deny that would be foolishness. But it's
You
we look for alternative methods. We're a city
Alternative to
of
this-
scientists, engineers.
You can use magic as a science.
Well,
Fair enough,
yeah,
but-
but look at it this way. He'll place a gun in front of you. Nearly anyone can point this gun and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Not everyone can point
that
their
sounds
finger.
like it could be a problem.
Not everyone can point their finger and cast a firebolt.
That sounds like a... Hang on, you have a gun. Is that for sale? Or is that just your personal gun?
This is my personal gun, mate. Made it myself.
Interesting. There's an argument here for control of these things. So anyone could have a gun. Interesting.
Look, I could have said a sword, but I felt, projectile versus projectile made more sense.
Yeah, they got crossbows.
Yeah, same thing again. Anyone can shoot a crossbow, not anyone can cast a firebolt. Magic is for a limited amount of people.
Yeah.
Science and engineering is ultimately for everyone, sooner or later.
Okay, use your science to make a house
Okay, that's what cranes are for.
in 10 minutes.
Okay,
I
now
can
that's just
conjure a house.
that's just unreasonable.
I can conjure a house in 10 minutes. What can you do?
Can you? Let's see it. Go on. I'm watching.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Leomund's Tiny Heart as a ritual.
He will watch as you spend 10 minutes doing this. What are the rest of you doing?
I was seeing if there's any bullets around.
Yes, you would have no problem with punishing bullets here.
Apparently
Okay.
everyone's packing heat here, so you're fine.
My kind of
well,
town.
You would easily be able to I'd say replenish up to 60 bullets if that's what you wish.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Just you'll need to. I need to double check how much a bag of bullets is, but you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, I can increase the amount I have.
I'm trying to remember how you. What are they called again?
Bullets.
Revolver ammunition. You've got it down in my.
Right.
And I also have three of them that are
Apparently
explosive bullets.
apparently we don't have it in the. Remember, I need to get rid of this. No, rid of this. Apparently, it's not in the. All right, yeah, it's 3 silver per bag.
Okay. And the bag's like 20, so.
Sorry, no, I've misread that. It's 3 silver per bullet, 3 gold per bag. Apparently.
Okay, so 9 gold.
Yeah.
Cool. Meanwhile.
Okay. Faena, as you finish the hut, the goblin. Did you include the goblin in the range of it so you can actually see inside?
Yeah, why not?
He's just going to look around and be like, is this it? This ain't a house.
Well, it's a shelter.
Well, yeah,
But
I
you
mean, if you wanted me to construct a shelter in 10 minutes, I could have done that with leaves and branches and stuff, sure.
What would, like a tent?
Oh, yeah,
But is it a
10.
mu-
I could have done with a 10, yeah.
I'm gonna call over to Zaelste. Call him over.
What?
Come in here.
You can't.
That's the thing. I say to the goblin, encourage him to get in here.
He's going to like, what? Hey, you in the hat, come here.
Okay. And I guess I'll push it with my hand into the whatever this is in front of me.
You unfortunately can't, as the dome will not allow you access.
Is this supposed to be anything, Faena? Like, why am I here? What are you doing?
It's the tiny hut.
Okay.
You see, your pile of sticks and leaves can't keep out an evildoer like my friend here.
So what you're saying is I need to be able to... I could probably... Well, maybe not me, I'm not that much of an engineer, but I'm sure someone over in the engineering district could create... Oh, I don't know, some kind of... device to deploy a metallic dome around a group. Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Faena, evil?
It's such an example. I'm just having an interesting debate for this
Look,
fine
no,
goblin
I'm
here.
not questioning the validity or usefulness of magic. I'm just trying to give people who can't use magic more options. That's what we do here.
But you know your bullets use magic, right?
Yeah, I know they use runes. We're trying to figure out that one as well, but it turns out if you try to put some kind of explosive compound in these things and then pull the trigger, more time than not, the bloody gun will explode rather than the bullet. Not much use.
He's not wrong. I've been warned about that.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding your philosophy and outlook.
Yeah?
Oh, hi, Lucien.
Do you truly believe that everyone deserves or has the mental fortitude and abnegation to have such power at their fingertips? There's a reason that most magic or even combat skills require years of training. It's because it's necessary to wield it responsibly. You're creating devices that allows you to travel too fast, to explode things too fast. It's uncanny. what do you feel about that? Do you really think
mean-
that anyone should be
I
able
mean,
to
we
have
made
that?
dynamite so we could blow up things in mines. I mean, instead of having to have a mage on hand to cast a fireball.
But you say it's for everyone. Wouldn't people?
Well, it depends on what
the
the piece of technology is, lad. You don't allow everyone to carry a sword. You don't allow everyone to carry a gun.
Well, everyone carries a sword, or as you said, a gun here. You said everyone had a gun here.
Most goblins do, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
But do most goblins get the training to wield a gun?
after
I
a
mean-
fashion.
Someone untrained with a sword is barely more dangerous than someone with a cane.
All right, what about a hand crossbow?
Same. It's the same debate. I just think that equalitarianism is not a good thing, and you're
And what's
selling
your
that
problem with
as-
the trains, eh?
Well, the trains go way too fast.
That's a good thing. We just had a massive blood rain, 2 of them, if you didn't notice. Imagine you've been stuck in the middle of the road because you've been traveling for a month trying to get somewhere, when you could have been there in a couple of days on a train safely.
That's a point. Does the train stop during the blood rain? Does it keep going?
As far as I know, the current thing is that we just keep going. I mean, it goes fast enough that if anything gets in the way, it just splatters. We had some very unfortunate chaos in the testing process.
I thought
I'm looking around to make sure Bree isn't here and heard that.
Phineas just giggling.
That's why we now construct fences along the edges of the railroad.
Do you? I didn't see any of those.
Were you looking?
We were on a bridge at the time, Faena.
Oh.
We did have one. We have actually lost a train.
You lost a train. How do you lose it? That's massive.
But
Explode.
no, it's what the witnesses told us still doesn't make the most sense to me, but I can't think of any other explanation either. The train literally vanished. Apparently a absolutely enormous bird descended on it from above and carried it off.
Well,
What's that
that's
big? Huh.
Where did that happen?
It happened just west of the Great Bridge.
Didn't we see a rock?
I don't think we saw. I don't think we saw.
No, we heard about a rock. We were in a town that had been attacked by a
We
rock.
were, yeah, and we were going to use. This is a player talking, not the character.
Yeah.
We were using it as cover for that for our first job.
Yeah, that we were the rock hunters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's. What would a
really
bird do
interesting.
with a train?
I don't know. I mean, if it was a bird, and I mean the train's made of metal and shiny, maybe it was like a magpie.
Big magpie.
Big magpie.
Yeah, at this point it's so big it's a mug cake.
Damn.
I don't understand this guy.
Yeah, it's fine. You get used to it.
So when I answer your question, there's no magic shops here then.
Not really. I said most people that practice magic, they go off to one of the big universities or such, and then apprentice, and then they typically will move to one of the cities where there's more magic users. So we don't really have many magic users here outside of old beardy face.
The human.
Yeah. He's always
He lives
walking
in the
around
mansion.
trying to get adamantine right now. He's a
Oh,
he
interesting.
knows magic.
He's an asshole, and he's called Basil.
So who casts the runes on the bullets if you have no magic users?
Oh well, that's we use tools for that. Magical tools.
It's interesting. I want to learn more about that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone around here will be able to show you the basic stuff. You have to be really careful with it because it's quite a small etching, and if you get it wrong, the bullet will literally explode in your hand as you're carving it.
I've heard about explosive runes before. Do you know this explosive rune that if you read it, it explodes?
Damn, that's just rude.
Yeah.
That's
Many a
probably.
prank in the wizard school.
I would assume that if we were looking for that, it'd be the engineering district.
Yeah, I mean, the engineering district's kind of like a lot goes on there. We keep it a bit apart from the rest of the town because explosions.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We're heading that way, so
Yeah, it's on the other side of that mountain ridge behind me, but you'll need to go round. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
No, you could use magic to cross the lake really easily.
With all this D&D, you haven't blown up the mountain yet?
Why would we do that?
Oh, hi,
Quick
Snow.
access. Hi, I got my arrows.
Nice.
Why would we blow up the mountain? It's a nice part of the city. It looks nice.
It's not
Is there
efficient.
anything
Have you ever thought of making like a bridge just to make it
Yeah.
quicker to get to the engineering district?
Oh, we did. It blew up.
Right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of stories in this place end of, and then it blew up.
At least it's entertaining and fun.
Well, there was that time someone came up. I think they called. I don't know what they were called. There were these weird tubes that get a lot of flame coming out of one end, and they attached a bunch of them to the governor's palace as a joke, and it started to take off.
Wow.
I mean, a
Did it
lot
explode?
of them. Yeah, the governor was kind of pissed.
This does sound like a very entertaining town.
Just
We
spend more time there.
we like to experiment, sometimes to the detriment of other people.
So again, entertainment. I like it.
Yeah. To be fair, I experiment as well, but just with magic instead of science.
And that's very respectable.
Thank you.
That's all my friend here was looking for. She's, very magically inclined. That's, good. Just used for good. She was just hoping that she could learn some new things.
Yeah. And I have. I've learned. I think I learned how to do runes properly.
We should head to the engineering district then. Because that's
Yeah.
probably where right, Faena?
Yeah.
As much as this debate, I'm sure could go on for hours.
I'm going to
She
dismiss the dome because it's probably getting people's way. By the way,
It's
there's
in the
a
middle of the
random
road.
massive sphere in the middle of the road.
Okay. You may.
Theron.
Yeah.
Snow doesn't know better, so that one is also fine. How much would that cost?
Oh, for one of those, it'd only be like a few copper, like 3 copper.
Fucking Snow doing his private shit.
Yes. While
Gambling,
we exit the shop, no gambling this time. I approach Lucien with something wrapped in cloth. I know it's not much, but maybe it'll remember you a bit of home. And I hold out a croissant filled with cream.
Mm.
Still a bit hot.
Make an insight check. Oh, sorry, DM. May I call an insight check on Snow?
I'll allow it if Snow's okay with it.
Sure. It's about as good as I expect.
Lucien seems to be grateful for the gift, and he says, "That means a lot. Thank you very much."
I know I didn't see it yet, but there is one of those shops that sell the things you were talking about. I don't know if it's a real one, but I thought I'd give it to you.
For context, for the players, Snow doesn't know, and Lucien appears to be really grateful. But a croissant that is filled up with cream, that doesn't exist. That is an invention of the Heatons from outside France, and it's an affront upon God and everything that is good and positive in the world. But your mind
Yes,
was
but-
in a good place, so Lucien is playing along.
This went about as well as I'd expected.
But yeah, okay, no, wait. To be fair. Okay, yep. To
I
everyone,
am none the wiser.
Yep, Lucien seems to be enjoying the croissant filled with whatever the fuck they filled it with. And,
Probably custard cream or something.
internally, he's screaming a bit, but he's touched by Snow being a good teammate.
The good old internal screaming.
Here they put like Nutella in croissants.
You're just adding to that internal scream.
It must be delicious. Hazelnut croissants are nice. Have I killed Lucien?
Okay, let's move on.
Poor Lucien.
Okay, so are you guys heading down to the engineering district?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah. It's a strange city, Detroskelos. Some of you would hesitate to even call it a city because it's more. There's more trees than there is buildings. But there's a lot of goblinkin around. A few orcs, some humans because humans get everywhere, like vermin like that.
Orcs?
Yeah.
Have
And
I
as-
seen, we haven't seen an orc before, have we?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We haven't seen an orc before, have we? I don't think we've seen an orc.
You've probably seen orcs before, but maybe not in the campaign. They exist in the world. They're there.
So this might be the paladin in me, but it's strangely flammable for a city. Like, especially for an engineering city, it's very flammable.
Oh,
well,
you're
they keep
saying
them-
this out loud, huh?
Maybe
Yes.
they keep the mountain range there to keep a barrier between exploding districts and the forest.
Yeah, they seem to definitely have kept probably the place with the most explosions away from the main part of town, at least.
Yeah, and close to the water as well.
That's a good point. Yeah, didn't think of that.
Just saying, they might not notice the extra explosion somewhere.
As you're
What's
going,
happening here?
that building, if you were to take a look at it, you would see is a museum of engineering.
Oh. Mm.
Lucian's name is half covering, but yes, a museum of engineering. As well as a temple to Hephaestus.
What's
Okay,
the
makes sense.
Hephaestus?
Hephaestus is, well, they call it smiths and such, but recently has begun to be worshipped by people of the engineering department as well.
Look at that maybe later.
Yeah.
To the residential zone.
Hephaestus is, at the end of the day, the god of artisans.
Mhm.
Yeah, the residential district is comparatively quiet to the places you've been so far. There is a small market in the middle, but it mostly just sells foodstuffs, the kind of day-to-day things people need to, live, as opposed to the sundries you might need for travel or on a less frequent basis.
We're probably having to drag Phineas away from the engineering museum. It's like we'll go there later. Is my assumption.
Okay, and you would arrive at the engineering district. Presumably you're going to ask where Crafty is.
Yeah, we've
We are looking for him, so yeah.
we've been told he had he worked at one of the largest.
The biggest
workshops.
building.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd be directed to this building here. Give me 1 second.
Also, as a reminder with the rest of the party, this guy, does he work for the Inquisition or does he?
He's done work for the Inquisition, as far as we know.
So he's not part of it. It's just a contractor. That's my question.
I think that's what we would we don't actually know. We just saw that his name was on the device. According to my notes, that's
Yeah, that sounds right.
we looked at the device. Phineas looked at the device and saw the name Crafty on it.
Okay. So here's the plan. I suggest, of course, we go in and we ask questions politely. We mention that someone tampered with his work and if he had any idea of how or who or why it could have happened. We do not accuse him straight up, but if he says anything fishy, if anyone senses anything fishy from him, we tie him up and we place him in a zone of truth, and then we question him a bit more intently.
I mean, I'm hoping it won't need to be done. That was going to attract attention, but
I'm just saying that we have the means to make him talk. But
the
let's
beginning
start
part I
politely.
agree with for sure.
But let's start politely and kindly.
Yes.
You're able to cast Zone of Truth, then, are you? Is that a thing you can do now?
I've always could.
Who can?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Okay, well the
Is it
map.
supposed to be dark here?
No, you should be able to see. Can
Dark
anyone
for me.
see?
I can't
Nope.
see.
It's visible on the stream.
That's my old friend.
I can see.
I can see up to 60 feet. I can see it there.
Oh, I see what's happened. Fucking stupid thing. There you go.
There we go.
Now I see.
Global illumination. It's a bitch.
There's a lot more engineers than there is on the map. I'm not filling the map full of useless tokens.
Fair enough.
They're running around carrying large gears, bits of machinery, cannons, hammers, all sorts of stuff. The map is active.
Go ahead, talkie man.
Is that me?
I mean, I'm not good at talking.
Greetings.
Yeah,
We're looking for someone called Crafty.
he's inside.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice
Doors
day.
over there.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
What?
Over there. Have a nice day.
Thanks. He looks confused for some reason.
Is he not used to people being polite?
No, you get the sense he's hard of hearing.
Yeah, that's why I yelled out. Oh. Okay. It looks like this is where they are building those monstrosities.
Listen, you gotta. I'm just like, I know you don't like it, but we need to not.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I will remain diplomatic, don't worry.
Yeah, just
So, a huge goblin here?
He's a pretty big goblin.
Yep.
I assume
Oh,
they're
boy.
just working like on what appears to be train mechanisms around it.
Yeah, effectively.
Hmm. Okay.
I will try to wait for a moment where he's not conducting anything dangerous before interrupting.
I'm looking around all the tables and stuff because
They are covered
I'm
in
kinda-
little bits of mechanisms, tools, schematics, all sorts of stuff.
I'm looking at them, like picking them up, looking at them because I'm interested, and just putting them back again.
There's one that shows a network of planned railways going between all the major cities of Gazethray and the Spiderlands. There's lots of things crossed out, other things written in, like, can't go this way, the mountain's too dense, can't go this way, too much, the ground's too wet, stuff like that.
Do you think it would be? Nah, we'll wait. We'll wait first. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
As soon as I noticed that he's no longer like manipulating something that is dangerous, I would go greetings.
How big is he compared to like Lucien?
So he's smaller than Lucien. He's smaller than most of you, but for a goblin, he's big. He'd be almost like a Goliath is to a human for a goblin to another goblin.
Right. Okay.
Ooh.
He's big.
So he is more like a dwarf sized.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
He'll look up you. Yeah, you need something?
We're looking for someone named Crafty.
That'd be me.
Okay. I guess we've been users of some of your product, and we've had a bit of an issue with it, and we wondered if you could assist us with it.
I mean, sure. What
See,
is it?
Okay.
Have you got a more private place to talk about this stuff?
He looks around. No. Not really.
Mm.
I assume that with all the noises, everyone.
There
else
is a lot
couldn't-
of noise, yeah.
So, a bit out of character. If Frosth says things that should not be revealed, it's Frosth being dumb, not Lucien.
I mean, I'm gonna let you guys say what you say, and if you say something you shouldn't say, you've said it.
Yeah, but for Lucien, it's been a couple of weeks. For Frosth, it's been a few months. That's the difference. So we've been using some fuses that have been ordered to you by our employer, and it seemed to have been tempered in a way that makes them explode much sooner than they should have, and it seems to have been intentional. Would you be able to recognize what happened to the material? Or
do you have one of them on you?
Yes, we do. I believe Faena has one. Or
Snow takes out the contraption.
Mhm.
It has already been repaired by our gnome friend here, but
Let me see that thing.
I gave it. And Jagdek is keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, very much keeping an eye on.
Yeah.
You're trying it this way. Oh yeah, I remember. Some weird guys came and asked me to make this for them. Said it needed to be able to. Yeah. So how it works? There's an internal mechanism. When you set the timer, it'll tick down, and when that timer is 0, it pushes a cog into the right place, which causes this spike to slam down into the thing inside it. Which they said would be what, he'll rummage at his table and hold up a small sliver of crystal. Something like this, enough just to cause a small explosion.
Exactly, but the timer has been going off earlier than said.
Yeah. What? Like, how much each quarter of a circle would be or should be on this device?
15 minutes.
And
Yeah,
what?
it wasn't.
And what have we been told? Have we been told the same thing?
We have been told nothing, but we have figured out that should have been the case.
Yeah, we weren't. Oh,
Are you saying someone tampered with my work?
Yes.
we should. Again, yes, they have.
Okay, hang on a second.
Our gnome friend repaired it, but I'm sure they could explain how they repaired it.
I think we kept one that was tampered with, didn't we?
You only had 3 and you've used 2 of them.
Yeah, but we repaired those we've used and we've kept the third one.
No, I think Phineas repaired all of them.
He's rummaging under the table next to him and he pulls out one that's very similar to what you guys have just given him. And he'll begin comparing the 2 very carefully.
We'd probably have Phineas explain how they fixed it, just so he can maybe understand a bit better.
Where is Phineas? He's up there. Bring him down here. In which case, Phineas, I will say, would notice that this one that he's currently working with doesn't have the tampering, any signs of the tampering.
Okay.
I can see where it's been tampered with, and I can see where you've repaired it. Who would dare? Ugh. Okay.
Who would be able to do that? That you know.
Hang on a second. He's going to put a strange device on the wood before him. It's like a small box with a cylinder attached to the front of it. And he's going to put another small, like a tin box next to it and start fiddling inside it. Going through little pieces of paper. Right, here we go. Oh, you won't know what this thing is. This is what we call a picture taker. Only does things in like shades of brown still, but if you look at this, he'll smooth the piece of paper in front of him, and it'll have a picture of one of 4 of those detonators on it. This is them just after they are finished being crafted. Here's the receipt that was paid for by a one J. Quinn. Yeah, J. Quinn.
Does that ring a bell with any one of us?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so this guy, I can't remember, was it James or John or Jimothy? I can't remember. His name was Quinn, anyway, his last name. He's the one that bought them. Said it was for his big organization needed them.
Do you remember what he looked like at all? What he's wearing? Anything stand out about him as being odd?
He was dressed, I guess. He's going to look around at the group. I guess kind of similar to that guy. He's going to point at Zaelste. I mean, as in like he had a leather coat on, trousers, didn't have a hat.
Yeah. Okay.
And how hard would how much knowledge of the device would be necessary to tamper with it? Like,
Well, to tamper with it, not much, but to do something specific, like make the time. From what I can tell, just so I got this straight, you'd set the timer for about 15 minutes, and then it would go off early, right? Like it would jump.
yes.
We set the timer for the full round, and it went off faster than
And
expected.
it went off a lot earlier.
Yeah. To do something like that would take a lot. To do that by accident could happen, but if you were tampering with it with the intent of causing that, that would take some knowledge. Yeah.
Like, could you like in this room? How many people would be able to do it? Everyone, or is it something?
Oh, I mean,
very...
yeah, most artificers would be able to do it.
Okay, so it's not very. It's okay. That is helpful. That means it can be any competent artificer.
Yeah, they came to us with the concept because they said that trying to set off these crystals with like an arrow or a gun is quite difficult, requires specific aiming. Further away you are, the more difficult it is, and how it would be safer if you could set a timer, get to a safe distance, and then let them go off organically. That's how we came up with the spike concept.
Makes sense.
Did you collaborate on this?
Oh yeah, a
concept
few of
with
us worked on these, but I'm the one that built the actual things.
Okay. So this is more like a corporation. You all work together.
Oh, I mean, we all bounce ideas off each other all the time.
Okay.
That's how we were taught by Speedy.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
Good old Speedy.
Yeah, poor Speedy.
Take it that's why there's a statue of him now.
Did he go way too fast?
No, so Speedy, he was called that because he liked to go fast. This is true. But he fell on hard times. He became, frankly, an alcoholic, always in the pubs. Until one day he woke up, having fallen asleep in one, and heard a kettle going off. That loud whining sound they make as the steam's escaping them. And noticed how it was pushing the lid up. And that just triggered something in him. And he realized, if we did enough of that, we could push things. If we could push things, we could attach pistons to it. And before we knew it, he was inventing, them. He'll point to the train behind you. The Emperor found out about it and began to bankroll it a lot more. Because, if we could get people from city to city faster, it'd be good for safety, it'd be good for commerce, all these kinds of things. And yeah, unfortunately, Speedy, when he was in Gazithray last, some weird guys, I have a sketch around here that someone drew of them. 1 second.
Huh?
Yeah, here we go. A guy dressed like this killed him.
Okay.
Oh,
Just shot him in broad daylight.
my goodness.
That's a very weird guy.
It was, of course, but
It's
Speedy.
ominous.
Speedy was aware that there's always going to be people that oppose what he was doing, so he made sure to have everything noted down in blueprints. He had it spread out. There was copies with the Emperor. There was copies here with us. He made sure that if anything happened to him, it wouldn't cause the death of Steam. He made sure that his dream of steam and steel crossing the continent would still become true.
Why would anyone want to see that top?
I wondered about that myself. So, you ever opened a history book? Or
in
like
our
look, or
times,
visited
but-
the Museum of Engineering here.
Oh, we haven't had the chance yet.
Yeah, we're gonna
so-
see it later.
It's kind of weird. Like over since the Starfall, it's kind of like our technology's just stagnated. Nothing's really changed. I'm not even talking advancements. I'm just talking change. Which, well, Speedy was convinced that someone's doing that deliberately. Someone's trying to stifle innovation. That's why he was well aware that he could be killed for what he discovered. This steam power.
And do
It's
you
kind
think
of-
that? Do you think that there's like cause for it? Do you think like obviously you're working on it, but do you think there's danger in all of this?
I'd say at this point, the box the box is open. You can't close it now. Speedy was too prepared. He made sure that as many people as possible had access to it. He wasn't one for keeping his ideas to himself. And now, well, how are you going to stop it now?
Yeah, we can say that he opened the source of knowledge.
Yeah. Honestly,
The
a
only,
great
the
man.
only way to stop it now would be to blow everything and everyone up, but that's a bit excessive, I think.
You'd have to wipe out pretty much the entire continent of Gazethray. And that's not... Even that wouldn't stop it. The knowledge has gone beyond our region now. I know Aerith's looking into it. The people of the Blood Plains are very interested in it because they could get supplies to and from North and Southwatch so much faster. They can't grow crops out there. They can't get supplies. They have to rely upon carts taking them there, which for Southwatch is really difficult.
What
with
would
a-
Arab need with it? They're always on the water. They can't lay those beams on the ground.
No, but they're still interested in technology. I believe one of them was talking about attaching a steam engine to a boat. Speed it
Wow.
up.
But
That's
that's
That's just weird.
yeah. But I mean, you're familiar with all the concepts. Is there anything like dangerous about it, in your opinion? Or
I mean,
in your-
well, yeah, I mean, too much pressure and too small a thing. Like, take a look at those over there. You'll point to these tanks. And you'll notice one of them's got a great big hole bust in the side of it. If the pressure's too high, that can happen.
Oh, it explodes.
And steam itself, oh, if it gets hot enough, will just literally melt your flesh from your bones.
I mean, yeah.
So it
We've got
requires, like,
water.
to be able to properly construct one of these things, you need to be prepared for have contingencies in place for handling all that stuff. Make sure the pressure can't get too high. Make sure the people operating it know what they're doing. It's a difficult job, at least at the moment. But with time, I imagine we might be able to streamline it a bit.
Who would want to? Sorry, I'm getting back to like the device that we showed you there. Who do you think would want to do that to your work?
I doubt they'd want to do it to. From what you've told
Do
me,
you
it
think it
sounds
could be
like
targeted by because it's yours, or
no. It sounds to me more like whoever did it wanted to, I don't know, hurt the people that he gave it to.
like a no witnesses kind of thing?
That's a rather ominous way of putting it, but I don't know. I mean, I presume these are going to be used for mining, and if you wanted to, say you were someone that sold dynamite, or if you were of a rival mine or something, you might tamper with them to try and, discredit their use for your own benefit. Maybe that, unless the person knew exactly who it was going to be given to and tampered with them to try and kill those people.
Just does he seem to be completely sincere with what he's saying?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
I will allow one other person to also make an insight check.
May I guide myself?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think Jagdek would as well.
Okay, I'll have Jagdek do it.
And did you say yes to me guiding myself?
Yes.
Jagdek was distracted by something.
3,
Yeah.
probably.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. This guy doesn't appear to... he doesn't even seem to be considering lying to you. from everything he said, he's completely enthusiastic and very happy to talk about this kind of stuff with people. The engineering. The fact someone tampered with it is honestly bothering him immensely.
Okay. Well, sir, thank you for your candid replies, and thank you for great customer service. Honestly,
do you need a replacement?
I think can you confirm that the repairs that have been done are sufficient?
I mean, they are. Yeah, they're not the cleanest work in the world, but they'll. Yeah, it should work perfectly fine now.
Okay, thank you. We'll see with we'll see with our employer, and we'll make sure to let them know that you've been very straightforward with your replies and your help. So that it doesn't impede your business with anyone. And
business. I just think it's so fun.
Yeah, I know, but so that it doesn't impede on your reputation.
Oh, like, no, that yeah.
Yeah, we like. It seems like we still have a good relationship. That's what I wanted to make clear to you, that you don't have any second thought about it. It's good to know that it requires some knowledge of it, at least at artificial level, so we can maybe try to find whomever did this.
I have a couple of questions still.
Yeah, what's up?
It's involving this Quinn fellow. Do you know where he was going and what he was doing?
Said he was going to Alexandria.
And
said he was going to meet with some of his employees there and give them over.
Okay, that's good to know. We were thinking of heading over that direction, so maybe we'll see if he knows anything else about who maybe is trying to tamper with your work.
Yeah, we need to see whose hands it went through before getting into its intended targets.
Because whoever's tampering with this might be, they might have tampered with more.
Well, I've only made the 4.
But they could be tampering with other devices, like...
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Especially with putting your name on it. That sort of gives you a bad name, doesn't it? If we associate the bad quality with you.
Well,
not that we are, but...
There is that, yeah, although... If they're all blowing up, my name's probably not going to be on them anymore.
No.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. It would be cleansing by fire.
My other question is, you don't have anything that could... And I pull out my pistol, and I just say, any way of, maybe improving this, or...
Oh, I'm sure I could do a lot of work on it. Might take me a few hours, but I could do some stuff with it, certainly.
I was actually going to ask, is there any project you're working on right now that you're really proud of and you want to show off?
He will gesture to the massive train behind you. That's our latest model. It can go about, a good 5% faster than the last one. It's sturdier. We actually had one of those... We came back from the blood rain to find one of those creatures that hadn't quite melted away yet, still pounding on it, and they barely put a dent in it.
Where's the creature now?
Well, it's dead. It gone.
Oh.
Must be made of stern stuff then.
Oh yeah, we call it the Armored Speedy.
After the man who came up with the idea.
Yeah.
Where was the creature? Or was it in this thing up here?
It was standing in the big doorway, in front of where the train goes in and out, and it was one of those blood things, and it was just pounding on it because a couple of goblins had taken cover inside it, and yeah, they couldn't get to them.
Interesting.
What type of heat does it withstand? And what type of combustible do you use to reach that heat?
We use coal for the most part.
Okay.
We can use loam, stuff like that. Anything that just generates lots of heat, we chuck it in there. We do need quite a lot of it, to be honest. It's a bit of a problem. We're trying to find an alternative source. But it can withstand some hellish heats. Because it gets really hot in there.
So was the person that was inside the train okay afterwards, or did they?
Oh, I mean, the train wasn't going at the time, so yeah.
But there was no one inside when you got to it.
No, there was. There was a couple of goblins. That's what I said.
Ah, sorry. I missed that.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I do still want to talk to you about improving my weapon here, though.
Oh yeah, there's a few things I could do to it. I could, let me see. I could give it a longer barrel to make it a bit more stable and accurate. I could add a second barrel to it so you can fire two shots. Each shot would have a bit less power, but you know, 2 shots instead of 1.
I was also wondering, this random thought that came into my head. Have you ever... See, here's the thing. I do a lot... With the work that we do, I have to end up, using both hands here.
Yeah.
Right? For my sword and my gun here. You ever thought of combining the two?
Oh, you're talking about a gun blade.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually have some schematics for one of those. Might be a bit big for you, though, if you're looking for something light and speedy, but certainly it's something we've considered.
Because I was wondering if there could be one that could be made for, my kind of style.
I could certainly look into that. You want me to customize your current pistol into one of those, or would you be looking for me to make Well, I could possibly combine that sword and gun of yours using the schematic... I'd need some materials. Maybe some... He no longer appears to notice any of you are there. He is now in brainwave mode.
Of course you had to ask for a gun blade. Of course you had.
Hey, that means I can use a sword in the other hand. Is my thought process. I mean, depending on what's needed and how much it could cost.
Oh, yeah, I will need money for the resource, or if you could provide the resources. Yeah. I certainly, I have some ideas. I'll get them to paper tonight, and we can. You're going to be in town for a while?
At least a night or 2, yeah. I would have thought.
Ooh, that's not a lot of time, but I'll do what I can. And come back tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll get some plans together. Yeah.
Well, I'll ask you when everyone leaves. It's a bit of a secret.
Ooh. Okay.
Secret project.
Yes.
Interesting.
It would by this point be starting to get into early evening, so if you wanted to get to Basil's, you'd need to start heading that way.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to stay and look around, I may not know a lot about this stuff, but I do enjoy it. So, and I may be looking to learn about it in the future. Unfortunately,
no better place to learn, mate. No better place.
Yeah, I'll hold you to it. But unfortunately, a certain... There's no real way I know how to say this, but a certain asshole by the name of Basil wants to meet with us.
What?
Oh, yeah, that guy. He's weird.
Why did you already decide he was an asshole?
I have issues, Lucien. You know this about me. If not, we'll go into it later. But yes, he's offered us food. Do you know what do you know about him? Is he? Is his word to be trusted, or is he just?
He's not done anything disrupt. He came to town end of last season, end of winter. He came into town. Had a mansion constructed, well, that's the weird thing. We don't really know who built it, but he had a mansion built. And yeah, he's just become a regular in the city now. He's always he was looking for a lot of clay and then stone. Then he's been more recently looking for metals, and now he's been trying to buy up all the adamant in town.
Yes, our friend over there, and I point to Bree, has had a run-in with him already.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's an adamantite breastplate if ever I saw one. Yeah, that gets attention. We've been experimenting with adamantite a bit ourselves. We thought it'd be good plating for the trains. They're not flying.
Oh man.
For the trains, but we can't get it in. The amount we'd need for even a single train is unfortunately not really feasible.
He seems to want a lot of it. Do you have any idea what he could be doing with it?
He's an artisan of some kind, or so he says, so he's probably trying to make something with it.
He claimed to be an artificer as well, so
Yeah,
might have heard something.
yeah. Don't know what he makes, but that's what he's been telling people.
Alright.
Well, we're off. Thank you for your time, Crafty.
Of
Good
course.
luck with the schematics for our friend here.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Try to get some sleep as well. Everyone needs it.
Yeah, I know.
And thank you for your time. Have a nice continuation of your day.
Okay. And as everyone else leaves, Faena.
Yeah, I will just whisper it.
Oh, okay.
Also, before that, I took the liberty of putting Bree in or on one of those
I
things.
saw.
That's probably what she would do.
It's pretty much a cap for an end of a pipe, that.
It's now her chair.
So shit.
And knowing Bree, she would try and take it.
It's too big.
She would still try.
I think you just said that in... Yeah, you
That's
said that
public.
in the... Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just checking to make sure.
If it's
Oh, that's
easier, you can
obvious.
send it to me on Discord. I've got Discord open right now.
Might be easier on the Discord. Just so it doesn't pop up.
Just in case.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay.
Oh, so Frost, was that Lucien saying, "Of course you would try to make that"? Or was that you?
That was me. That was fun.
Okay.
Lucien wouldn't judge. He would find the idea interesting. Frost doesn't judge either, but he knew that, like, yeah, okay, yeah, you guys would nerd out on gun blades.
Look, man, Bree's on my other hand. So long as I can wield it that way, it frees up my other hand.
It's a good idea. As long as it
Okay.
stays finesse.
Yeah, as long as it stays finesse.
At first, I was very practical about it. I thought you were gonna ask, like, maybe reinforce the hilt so that you can use your gun like how people used to have, like, either bayonets or make them like a mace. And then you went full on the Final Fantasy.
Well, Final Fantasy XIV's gunblades come in two types. One that is effectively an elongated bayonet.
Yeah. And that's kind of the one I'm thinking about. This more fear and no. Like
I
the
know
one I'm thinking
exactly.
about.
I know exactly what you want.
It's pain. But yeah. You just got to make sure, hopefully it stays finesse. And if he wants to, improve the barrel and make it fire better, then he can do that too.
I'm gonna catch up with my friends.
Okay.
I was starting to ask questions about heat because I'm technically immune to fire. So I wonder if there could be any kind of devices that generate fire around me.
You could ask him.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be Lucien. Frost wants it, but Lucien wouldn't think about it. It's too
Okay.
it's too unnatural.
Okay, I need to get back to... Where is it? Death
I'm
Rolls... yeah?
I want to run to catch up, especially to Zaelste. Zaelste. I'll run up to him.
Yes, Faena.
Zaelste. I shove my hand in his pocket. Where is it?
Is that a gunblade in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?
I'm just like holding my hands up, like Faena. What are you doing? That's my pockets.
I'm gonna get the message out of his pocket.
Okay. Zaelste, if you look in the bottom of your character sheet, you'll see what it is that Doom put in.
I've been screaming internally for
I forgot all about this. I was too distracted by the Grand Admiral, then travelling, and then goblins reminded me.
I'll give you a copy of it as well, Faena, just so you can see what it is.
I'm gonna read it before he does.
Mother,
Just stash
that
it.
piece of shit. Yeah, mother. Like, is that all? That's all it was. I've been screaming internally about the fact that that's been put there, and I haven't been able to do anything about it. That's all it was. God damn it.
So what was it?
I'm going to read it out loud.
I was going to say, Faena was the one that took it, so...
What is this? What's this? For all your magical and potion needs, we sell and craft and experiment. Stop on buy for a spell scroll. Oh, there you go. I can bring it back to him.
Faena, where did you get this? Why is it in my pocket?
Well, it's Doom and Boom's flyer, apparently.
When did this happen?
Oh, I forgot to mention. One of them slipped it into your pocket.
And you've only just told me this now.
Well, I didn't see anything leave your pocket. I thought he was trying to pickpocket you, but because he's incorporeal, I didn't think he could leave anything with you.
Yeah, that's
But
kind
now
of weird.
Giving it some thought.
Shouldn't the flyer be incorporeal then? Like what? Huh?
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
But it's magic. You should know how it works. That's the
I
thing.
don't know how all magic works. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, would I?
I don't know. Also,
Okay.
storm off.
Okay, and we will move back to Death Drill Skelos.
All right, here you're going to get a gunblade. That sounds exciting.
Well, we'll see. I need to be able to use it. So even if you can make it, and it's
Are we going to entertain this old man and his obsession with adamantium breastplates worn by small people?
I mean, we'd head past the museum, which I'm assuming is going to be closed.
Yeah, it's getting late.
It is approaching what would typically be dinner time. Yeah.
But yeah, we have to make our way to the manor, and we'd probably, I don't know.
Does Jagdek have detect poison?
I don't know.
I mean, every time anyone suspicious invites us to
Actually,
dinner, it's like,
that
well, we're
brings
going
up
to
a
die.
good thing. I'll do it at the end of the session because we're going to finish shortly. But if you wish to change any of your spells, do so now. I'm going to try and remember to do this to mention this myself now. But if you wish to change your repaired spells, you need to do it at the end of a long rest, and we need to remember to do that.
But about that question, I always have detect poison and disease ready.
There you go, then.
Anything that touches food or detection of something bad, it's kind of Lucien's thing.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're not making any more detours, I will send you straight to Basil's Manor.
Okay.
Whee!
Right.
Give me a second.
No. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to think about spells and need to prepare.
Oh yeah, you look at your spells.
There is one other thing I will mention at the end of the session. Don't worry.
Someone was actually pickpocketed. Dun dun dun.
As you will arrive at Basil's Manor.
We're blowing this map as well.
I can see some things, but not all things.
Yeah, no illumination.
Oh, there's meant to be light outside. I forgot to just put a light outside. Hang on. There you go.
And and there's holes in. Oh, it's a window.
Well, yes.
It's a window.
There's holes in the wall. What can it be?
Oh!
It's a window. Yes.
Oh, he's got a pool table.
You can see that from her.
Yeah.
The doors are in front of you.
I mean, you're the one that gave the name, Faena. Maybe you should knock and introduce us.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, hello, Andy. Unfortunately, we're about to finish.
Bad to finish.
Yes. Yes, you knock. knock.
Hello, it's Fei and friends.
You'll hear a voice call back. Ah, yes, please enter.
How?
Open the door.
It's a.
Oh, not that special. We have to open our own doors.
Please come on in.
Interesting statue you have lying around.
Statue. Oh, right. Yes, these are my servants. They're golems. One of them will drop into a bow.
That was very fancy stained glass golem over there.
Yes, my glasswork golems. They're very good for menial work, not so much for other things. These ones over here are far more effective as guards.
What are they made of?
Clay.
Huh.
No,
I thought we were
please.
making an adamantium golem before.
Funny you should ask. Now then. Anyway, welcome to my manor. Come, let us go to the dining room.
I'm going to wipe my feet. Do you want
I
to take
am
off
not.
shoes? You're not wiping your feet.
Nope.
If Zaelste doesn't, Lucien will just stopping, put his arm in front of him and say, "Be polite. We wipe our feet."
just
Make us
staring at you.
manner.
I'm just staring at you.
Does Snow have shoes, or has he got paws?
I've got shoes.
Oh.
I have flying shoes, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Boots of Hermes, or whatever.
Yes.
He also did not intend to wipe his feet, but on the insistence of Lucien, he will reluctantly do so.
This way, please.
In the case of Bree, I'm not so certain.
Bree would probably just scurried under the arm and went in. I know Bree.
Exactly.
I didn't wipe my feet.
Okay.
You're tracking mud everywhere.
Yep.
Lucien is disappointed.
One of the
Good.
golems will immediately start cleaning up the mud.
He's not angry. He's just disappointed with you.
Good.
I recognize the layout of this mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Should I?
Does anything look off? Like, I'm uncomfortable. Zaelste is very uncomfortable. Does anything look weird or off as he's going through?
I mean, there's golems everywhere,
Hmm.
but nothing seems out of place or anything. It's a fancy manor.
Like, nothing around the doors, nothing, like, weird looking, just...
No.
Okay.
Quite an expensive upscale building, you'd say.
As we're walking, I'm going to talk to him. So, I've been told you're a wizard.
I dabble, yes, that is correct.
Interesting. Would you be interested in trading spells at some point?
Mayhaps.
Quite a...
I don't use much magic these days. I've focused my interests elsewhere.
Does it feel like a trap?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I'm...
I know it's a trap, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just
Can I
assuming it's a
chime
trap.
in with that? Because I'm very on edge.
Sure.
Best thing to do with the trap is to spring it. Let's go.
He doesn't seem to be intending to spring a trap on you. He's acting as normal as an eccentric old man living in a manor filled with golems can.
Okay.
I'm just assuming I'm going to die, so...
Please, take a seat. The food will be out presently.
Lucien would machinally pull the chair for Faena, and then later for Lady Bree.
Thanks.
Bree is just casually stroking her breastplate the whole time.
Yeah, she's been a bitch about it, isn't she?
What's the off-grid thing again?
Left shift.
Ah!
I guess Jagdek would go on the... Yeah, Bree would definitely probably go on the end.
Yeah.
I think Phineas would want to be next to Faena.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And as you sit down to dinner with Lord Basil, that's where I'll end the session.
Yay.
And you've all leveled up.
Oh, thank you.
For
Thank
reaching
you so
Death
much.
for reaching Death Drill Scalos, you have leveled up.
Thank you so much.
You don't need to do your level ups right now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. If you wish to, you can. I'm not putting this over. But
Yeah,
yes, hopefully next time we will have a more complete party.
Yes!
This is actually the hard cut-off point, so we've just timed that perfectly.
I want to listen to everyone's chatting with Mr. Basil here. I'm sure it'll be quite entertaining.
Yes. Oh, for some reason the windows aren't working right on this map. I'll need to fix that.
Oh.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, I'll fix that for next time. Because you should be able to see out that wall to your left behind Bree, because it's a window. Not that it really matters. It's just grass, but you know, it's the principle of the thing.
Are we rolling for hit point increase? I've always done it, and
Yes, you roll, and if you roll below average, you take average.
it's just
So you just rolled below average. You would add one more to that.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for playing, and thank you to people for watching. It was a fairly relaxed session. I don't know if he's around, but thanks to Chris for stopping in earlier as well.
Look what I got.
You finally get extra attack. You're still set. Yeah. You can now strike twice.
Yes.
And,
He's a cantrip for one of those specs.
Yeah. And Shalin, yes, I will work on something for you.
Okay.
Well, we didn't have either of the Chaos group this time, Cat.
No.
So that means we're probably going to have 4 times the Chaos next time.
I mean, yeah. No chaos was had. There was a lot of opportunity for them to run off and do things when they got to the town. So.
Okay, Lucien, you need to add another 4 to that.
Yep.
We're really good at rolling HP.
But yes, the session will is obviously on here already if you want to watch it back, and I need to get all the sessions from the last 2 weeks over to YouTube. They will all be available. Well done, Snow. God damn it.
God damn you, Gert. I hate you.
And yeah. We will be back next Thursday as the South Group continues to have a really relaxing time in the capital of Tull.
Everything's fine.
You should totally fight that thing. Anyway,
cheers and good night.
night.
Bye.